Hey yo, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be going over another stock that I bought today, which was XPO Logistics, and I ended up going in and buying 8 shares at the average cost of $86.69. And our total return for the day is a negative 224, which is not bad because this is just a long-term stock that I added to the portfolio. I'm not playing short-term on this one. This is something I'm going to hold for a very long time. And they did fairly well today in general. You can see they're up, started the morning in pre-market up 93 cents, finished out the day up 241, and then nothing fell in after hours. And up for the past week, we're actually up $10. For the past month, we're up $10. And look at this, guys. You can see right here, July 30th was when they had earnings. And earnings, they did report a little bit well, better than expected on earnings, but they still did not meet that fiscal goal. And you can see we took a big plunge from earnings here, and they've strongly recovered since. You can see hitting a low of about $73, which have been another good price point to buy at. You can see they've been struggling along, though. In just about a week, they've fully recovered. And other stocks in the category like UPS, we can see they've been having killer months. You can see up $43 in the past month for UPS. Looking at FedEx, you can see at $200, and for the past month, they have also gained about $44. So we've been seeing a lot of these logistical companies kind of blow up this past couple months. So I'm placing shares saying that XPO Logistics is going to keep rolling from here. And if we come to a more technical side on the stock, and break it down really, you can see we're actually at a high that we normally hit, where it's actually hit 3 times already and pulled back. So, if we look at the technical side and really break it down here, you can see we've hit this high already twice now, and I can draw this exact line to the point. So you can see we're coming up on that third rise. Now, I think it's going to be different this time, and I'm going to tell you why. If we take a look back at this rise here before it fell, this was just, it just fell on its own right here. You can see it broke above the RSI, struggled along here for a little bit, and then re-broke through before actually pulling back. And, consolidated up here for a while, playing a nice area through this. And you can see it started having a nice run up again once earnings were coming up here. Lots of more volume coming through on these last couple days before earnings. And you can see earnings did not do well, so we saw a big drop off that, which is good. It's healthy to see these drops in these stocks because it just makes it more affordable. You could see this drop almost. You could see this drop right here almost mimics the rest of the drops that it's had. You could see it bounce off here. So it's kind of funny that it bounced off that exact day and then kept going up ever since. Now you can see here though, guys. Last time that it dropped, it was above the RSI, and then also earnings corrected it. But you can see we still have a lot of room on the RSI. We still have a lot of room in the RSI indicator right here to continue to go up here on XPO Logistics, and I think they're going to continue to rise. I think we're about to see a breakout on XPO, and then, once we see a breakout on XPO Logistics is really when I'm going to be buying some options onto this, because you can see we're going to have all this room right here from about, I'd even say the $88 mark to about the $99 mark to play with. So I am very excited on XPO Logistics if we can get. And yeah, I think it's a great stock to add to the portfolio, very long term. Looking at the 5-year, we could see, very strong company. 2016 was at $24, peaked out at 113 back in 2018, took another plunge back down to like the 50s, 60s. And then here in 2020, we try to start rounding it back up and start creeping back up to the top to reach that same previous high. But, Corona came through and emptied out the stock. And I believe once we break through this previous high, we're going to see a lot of option activity take place on this stock. And the only thing about XPO's options is they don't have as many expiration dates as normal stocks do. But if you were to play, you can maybe get a September 18th. You can see the calls are pretty cheap here. But, I'm still deciding if I want to get into options or just ride this stock out on some shares, or maybe even buy some more shares, because right now I only have 8. So I kind of want to double that equity in there. I kind of want to get $1,200 of equity in total. And if we see XPO Logistics break past this high, you guys, I'm gonna end up buying some more shares. Right now, I'm just buying some shares to test the waters right here, get some money into it, and then once it passes this high, I'm gonna load up on a bunch more. Or even if you do see a turnaround right here, I'm definitely gonna load up more back in this area. But I don't think we're gonna see a turnaround. I think we're gonna see a strong push through on its line of resistance. So I'm pretty stoked on that, guys. And today was also another killer day in the market. If we look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, you can see we held through. Yesterday was a very interesting day. We saw the same thing take place. We saw a nice high in the morning. It kind of straggled along throughout the whole day. But then at the end of the day, in the final hour, we actually saw it turn around for the worse and actually go negative. And it's kind of nice to see today a green day and it just hold throughout the day. Not much movement. Only 150 point change since market open. Even going a little bit negative from the market open at one point. But it held through on the entire day and was very strong. So I was stoked on that. And you guys, if we come and take a look at the S&P 500, something to really keep in note, we're right there on that previous high, you guys. You can see our previous high before was about like 33.86, and we're at 33.80. So let's see, guys. Will SPY hold its high? Will it pass through? Because I know, guys, if SPY passes this high, we're going to see a very bull market. You're going to see this market flip and see a nice run all the way until election time. But if we don't see SPY, the S&P 500 continue to pass through this, we will see a little, turnaround again, which is fine. It's healthy if the market does do it. But and then yeah, see, pulling up the S&P 500 on TradingView, you guys, we're right there on that high, right there, like to the T. Like we're 6 points in there. And one thing that does make me a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, you guys. If we take a look, who remembers June 8th? I remember everybody probably watching this YouTube video remembers June 8th. It was the time where our portfolios were one of the highest it's been. Everything was green. So June 8th, we did break above the RSI indicator, and that's exactly what pulled us back here. And that's kind of what's taking place here. I'm not gonna lie. And the S&P right now, we're getting to the top. We're not quite there, but we're right there on the edge, you guys. And I'm very nervous that we're gonna see a small breakout, and it's gonna fake us out and pull back, just cause we are right there. If we were still at this level on the RSI and at this area, I would be stoked right now. But it's one thing to keep in mind. And now we've seen it break the RSI and keep going a few times. And, we've seen that with many stocks take place. But I just want to always keep that in mind, just for our safety net, is, make sure we're looking at that RSI indicator just to play it safe. Just for instance, guys, who's been seeing gold and hearing about gold and silver? What exactly happened with gold? Yes, they had a very bullish run, very nice run, but you could see they broke above the RSI, and the correction has now been made. So, this RSI indicator does always give us a little hint sometimes. Now, it hasn't broken yet, but I just want to, keep it in mind for us that it's like, hey, guys, it very well could break here. But, I mean, in all, guys, even yesterday, even yesterday when the market flipped, we saw XPO Logistics still doing well. So that's why it really caught my eye today, was from seeing it last night saying, hey, the entire market flipped red, and this thing kind of just held on the whole day. So I'm pretty stoked on being in the XPO Logistics. It's been a stock that I've had my eyes on the watch list for a while. So it feels good. So it feels good to finally get inside and buy the stock and, be a shareholder. And like I said, I'm looking to buy some more shares here soon. I just want to double check that it breaks that line of resistance and keeps going. And then I'll probably load up some more at maybe the 90 cost. And yeah, if you guys want to know exactly when I buy in these stocks, you guys would have been alerted exactly today in my stock alert room. So that'd be the first link in the description. And if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, rate, and subscribe, guys. As always, if you get into XPO Logistics, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Later.